Hello and welcome to our channel All Grow. This is second part of introduction to food processing in India. And in this video we will discuss the topic status of food processing industry in India. The food industry has a turnover of Rs. 250,000 crores and accounts for 26.0% of GDP and provides 61% of employment. The processing of fruits and vegetables is as low as 2.0%. Approximately 35.0% in milk, 21.0% in meat and 6.0% in poultry products. By international comparison, these levels are very low, i.e. the processing of agriculture produce is approximately 40.0% in China, 30.0% in Thailand, 70.0% in Brazil, 78.0% in Philippines and 80.0% in Malaysia. The value addition to food production is only 20.0% in India as against 23.0% in China, 40.0% in Philippines and nearly 200% in UK. The annual wastage is estimated to be valued at $13 billion. A study by the Confederation of Indian Industries and McKinsey & Company has predicted that the consumption of items preferred by the lower and middle classes such as packaged attas, milk and bakery products and poultry items will grow by over 15.0% a year. 1. Fruit and vegetable processing. Mango, banana, citrus, guava and apple account for 75.0-80.0% of fruit production. The installed capacity of fruit and vegetable processing industry is about 2.1 million tons in 2006. The processing of fruit and vegetables is about 2.2% of total production in India. The fruit and vegetable processing industry has registered an average annual growth rate of 30.0% in 2008-09. India's share in the world production is about 10.0% in fruits and about 13.28% in vegetables. Some recent products introduced include vegetable curries in retortable pouches, canned mushroom and mushroom products, dried fruit and vegetables and fruit juice concentrates. Contract farming in wheat is practiced in Madhya Pradesh by HLL and by Pepsi Foods Limited in Punjab for tomatoes, potatoes, food grains, spices and oilseeds are examples of contract farming in India that has promoted cultivation of processable variety of farm produce. 2. Plantation. Tea, coffee, cashew, cocoa, etc. are major plantation crops in the country. India's principal plantation crops accounted for about 5.06% of India's aggregate export earnings. India is the world's leading producer and exporter of cashew kernels and accounts for approximately 31.0% of the world production of raw cashew and nearly 48% of the world's export of cashew kernels in the year 2007-08. 3. Food grains. Grain processing is the biggest component in the food sector, sharing over 40.0% of the total value. There is predominance of primary processing sector, sharing 96.0% of the total value, with secondary and tertiary sector contributing about 4.0% of the total value addition. In 1999-2000, there were 91,000 rice hullers and 260,000 small flour mills engaged in primary milling. There were approximately 43,000 modernized rice mills, huller-cum-shellers. An estimated 820 large flour mills in the country converts approximately 10.5 million tons of wheat into wheat products. There are over 10,000 pulse mills, milling about 75.0% of pulse production of 14 million tons in the country. Indian basmati rice commands a premium in the international market. There is some headway in preparing value-added foods with breakfast cereals and rice analog from broken rice. 4. Spices. India is known as the home of spices. India is the largest producer of spices, accounting for 61.0% of the world production and 39.0% of world export. About 63 spices are grown in the country. Among the various spices cultivated in India, pepper, the king of spices, earns the major export share. 5. Milk and dairy products. India has one of the highest livestock population in the world, accounting for 50.0% of the buffaloes and 20.0% of the world's cattle population. The cooperative movement has played a significant role in improving the milk production through Technology Mission and Operation Flood programs. Consumption of liquid milk accounts for approximately 46.0% of the total milk produced, remaining 54.0% is utilized for conversion to milk products. Of this, the share of the organized sector is about 10.0%. Dairy products are worth $10.5 billion, and the segment is growing at 6.5% during 2007. Milk is the most lucrative product, with annual production of about 108 million tons in 2009. The per capita milk consumption in 2005-06 was 229 grams per day. The organized sector produces ghee, butter, cheese, ice cream, milk powder, malted milk food, condensed milk, infant foods, etc. Today, the industry has also introduced a number of new products such as sodium caseinate, lactose, dairy whiteners, cheeses such as mozzarella, Swiss, Gouda, etc. Other products include table margarine, low-fat spread, long-life milk, etc. The cheese slices segment has grown sharply in recent years. The cheese market is expected to sustain a 15.0% annual rate of growth in the next few years. Some new entrants in the Indian market include Coop Cocoa Chocolate Milk, Pro-Life Probiotic Wellness Ice Cream, Sugar-Free Probiotic Diabetic Delight, etc. Launched by Amul. The ice cream market is estimated to be worth Rs. 500 crores. Competing in the ice cream market at present are an estimated 150 players in the organized sector, 60.0% market share, and over 2,000 units in the non-organized sector, 40.0% share. The ice cream segment is growing at the rate of about 10.0% annually. Indian probiotic dairy market stands at $25.2 million. The exports of dairy products have been growing at the rate of 25.0% per annum in quantity terms and 28.0% in value terms since 2001. 6. Meat and poultry. The processing level of buffalo meat is estimated at about 21.0%. Only about 1.0% of total meat is converted into value-added products like sausages, ham, bacon, kebabs, meatballs, etc. The processing of meat is licensed under Meat Food Products Order, 1973. The slaughter rate for cattle as a whole is 20.0%, for buffalo it is 41.0%, pigs 99.0%, sheep 30.0% and goats 40.0%. The country has 3,600 slaughterhouses, 9 modern abattoirs and 171 meta-processing units. The growth rate of meat is estimated to be about 10.0%. India ranked 5th in world egg production in 2009 and produced 30,000 million every year. Egg production has shown an average annual growth rate of 16.0%, while that of broilers is at the rate of 27.0% per annum. There are 8 modern integrated poultry processing plants functioning in the country. Such egg products plants are producing whole egg yolk and/or albumin powders. 7. Marine products. The fish production in 2005-06 was 3.01 and 3.50 million tons for marine and inland fishes, totaling 6.50 million tons per annum. Processing of marine products into canned and frozen forms is carried out for export market. There are 372 freezing units and 504 frozen storage facilities. Besides this, there are 11 surimi units, 473 pre-processing centers and 236 other storages. Export products include conventional block frozen products, IQF products, minced fish products such as fish sausage, cakes, cutlets, pastes, surimi, texturized products, dry fish, etc. Domestic per capita consumption of fish is only 5 kilograms annum vis-a-vis a world average of 12 kilograms annum. 60% of the production of fish in India is from marine source. There are 23 canning units with a capacity of 84.5 tons and 24 fish meal units with a capacity of 419 tons. Processing of produce into canned and frozen forms is carried out almost entirely for the export market. 8. Bakery products. The two major bakery industries, namely bread and biscuits, account for approximately 82.0% of the total bakery products. There are about 60,000 bakeries. Bread and biscuit production per annum is about 4.0 million tons. Out of total bread production, 40.0% is produced by organized sector, remaining 60.0% in unorganized sector. For biscuits, the share of unorganized sector is about 80.0%. 9. Mushrooms. Currently, in India very few companies are engaged in the processing of mushrooms, and that too are limited to the pickling and canning processes. In recent years, the gourmet appeal of mushrooms is gaining popularity, and the consumers' demand for varieties has led to the processing of mushrooms to chutneys, pickles, soups, flavor, etc. Mushrooms are now available in fresh, frozen, canned and dried forms. The mushrooms processed include white button, 85.0% of total, oyster and paddy straw ones. 10 consumer industries. The product groups included in this category include confectionery, chocolates and cocoa products, soya-based products, ready-to-eat, RTE, foods, mineral water, high-protein foods, etc. 11 alcoholic beverages. The liquor made in India is categorized as beer, country liquor and Indian-made foreign liquor, IMFL. The Indian beer market is growing at the rate of 15.0% per annum. India is the third largest market for alcoholic beverages in the world. The wine market is estimated to be growing at approximately 25.0% annually. 12 fast-growing delicacies. The growth of the instant food industry in India is like the pace of its target group, fast. In RTE product sector, the total installed capacity in the organized sector is 33,400 tons for manufacture of pasta products like noodles, macaroni, vermicelli, etc. Besides, there are 10 units for corn flakes, oat flakes and pearl barley. If you have any problem in understanding the topic or you want to learn any new topic related to food science and technology, please let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe to our channel All Grow. Follow for food science and technology related videos every day at 3 p.m.